So when the Cerny brothers came to me, wanting to make an album, they played me something like 90 songs. And I said, I looked down and I thought about it for a second. I said, it might not be enough. We're going to have to produce this thing. So they had a budget of $175,000. And I said, you know what? I have just the guy for that. Me. A good pick. I got it when I was in Mexico. Not anybody can touch these buttons. I mean, anybody can push them. But to really, push them. They're not just buttons, too. I mean, there's knobs here. That's what takes, hundreds of years of experience, which really nobody has, let alone myself. But if anybody did, then they would easily be able to push these.
What would I do for Erik? As Erik is producer, what wouldn't I do?
Stop. Come on. After I let Goldie back in, we went into the studio to see if he was still in there, or if he was working on something, and he was sitting at the mixing board, and then I noticed that Phil was in the room there with him. And
I remember the first time where I went and played for Erik. He said over the headphones, you sound great, but the acoustics of the room are in such a way that it's getting kind of muffled. And he asked brilliantly, he asked if I could, my shirt and pants, to take them off, which I did.
He was completely naked, sitting there with his violin.
Erik is really into taking pictures of things. For the first 3 weeks of recording, it was just Erik taking pictures of me and Robert wondering why he was.
I was actually wearing this hoodie, and he said he was getting a lot of high-end frequencies, kind of what he said ricocheting off of my zipper.
He didn't like the beard. He said it was like adding too much low end to the recordings, and you could hear it on the recordings, which I could never really tell the difference.
Just one thing led to another,
and even the underwear had to go. We tried a couple takes,
and I was completely naked in the studio.
To describe myself as an artist or as a producer, there's only one word that would come to mind, and that's saint.
I'm afraid we need to shave your genitals.
Goldie!
Hey, Forsey?
Yeah?
Hey, that drum beat's just not working for me, man. We tried something different just to breathe more life into it, you know what I mean? It's gotta be loose. You gotta loosen up with it. I think what it's gonna need is... I want you to stay out here for a bit. I want you to work on this.
I can't take him in? I mean, I could take him downstairs.
Can you shut up for a second? Can you just shut up? Just listen, man. Just listen. I mean, that's it.
Eric Fink is producing me and my brother's next studio album. Don't be afraid of the light. Now don't be afraid of the light. Was that good? Hello? Eric, can you hear me?
Hey.
Hello? Test 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Robert. Yeah, man, I think keep pushing for it. You're getting there. I think you do a little bit better, though. Let's try a couple more, huh?
The amount of pity I feel for us as a species every day, the only consolation I have is Erik's work.
Something like that. I mean, I clean it up, but it's something like really more like in it. Yeah, I don't know if you're hearing it. You're hearing what I'm describing.
Shouldn't it be in the same key as?
Well, I mean, no, it doesn't matter because they're, it's not really a thing. They're bends. I mean, but I mean, I'd clean it up a bit, but I mean, you don't want to, you still want to rock it, but you know what I'm saying?
You never know with people's taste. It could get a Grammy for it's. I'm not sure if they have an obscure, dissonant, melodramatic shit category.
I mean, I don't think any of us really know what's going on with the Cerny Brothers album. It's like nobody can give you a straight answer,
I think the album is going to turn some heads.
Something as simple as what time are the Fairley Brothers showing up for a recording session? Like, all he'll ever say is, be poised.
Time will only tell, or, something like that. I mean, it almost, it almost brings a tear to my eye what these guys might do with the talent that I've given them.
Started in a room, my brother and me. He played guitar and then I sang a melody. We're still